I'm back! Hola babies! Welcome back to my channel. I know I disappeared, but trust me, I have good reasons for it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share if you can. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love and support. And if you are new here, welcome to The Real Gang. And if you happen to stumble upon this video, welcome. Please do subscribe, please like, and comment, guys. Comment. I'd like to know what you guys would like to see on my channel. And I am back now, guys. I am full-time back. So I'm so excited to be doing this video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my personal experience with the contraceptive IUD, as some of you know it as the loop. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So I have made a couple of notes so that I don't forget anything. Like, guys, I'm gonna get in touch with everything. So what is a loop? A loop is a contraceptive device that is inserted in your uterus to prevent pregnancy. So beginning of 2020, I had went to get my loop inserted, and I firstly went in for a scan. So they do sort of like your ultrasound. So they do that, and then I went to go purchase the device, but it was on medical aid. And then I went back to my gynae, and then yeah, he did put it in. It was sort of like a 3 minutes procedure, because basically, let me just be as raw as I can possibly be with this video. So guys, I got there, got my scans, stuff like that. They did ask me questions like have I ever had an abortion, have I ever miscarried, do I have children, stuff like that. And then I went to go purchase the device, came back, and then he inserted it. So what they use this other tool that tool that they use to do your pap smear. They use that certain tool, and then obviously you have to if you want to get a loop done, you have to be on your period. So I was on my period. Obviously it was uncomfortable, so he just did the thing. Guys, like, you need to be comfortable, because the minute you are uncomfortable, it is painful, and your vagina can like push this this tool out. So what I did, I was just breathing. I was so relaxed, and then cool. Personally, I was breathing. I was just making sure that, you know what, I just want this thing to get over and done with. So cool. He puts it in. When he puts it in, you can feel that there's something going inside your womb. Like, you can feel it. Okay, cool. So I got it done. He took that thing. It was kufulutse. I entered that thing, and then he was like, you can get dressed. He told me about what things to prepare for, like your side effects. And then cool, like, I was so uncomfortable. I felt bloated, you know, like I just wanted to to poop. That's like the feeling that I had. Okay, cool. So I got home, I felt bloated, and then yeah, it eventually happened. I went to go poop, and then cool. What I didn't like about the loop, guys, the periods didn't stop. I was on my period. It just didn't stop. After periods, it was the discharge, the brown discharge that couldn't stop. It was the smell. It was just bad. Like the first few weeks, it was bad, because your vagina is still getting used to this thing that is Yeah, so for me the experience was just bad. Like, guys, yo, the first few weeks, those were the worst. I don't want to lie. Okay, so I went on Instagram and then I asked my followers to ask me a couple of questions, and then yeah, so a loop, it is I had the hormonal IUD. Like, I had the hormonal loop. So there's a copper one, and they're both plastic, but there's one that is wrapped around a copper. So I didn't have one, so that one is a non-hormonal one. So I had the hormonal one, and then it is highly effective, and then you have more regular periods. I had irregular periods because I would go on my periods like 4 times a year, but after I had my loop, I went on my period every single month. And then it says that lower risk of cancers, but it doesn't prevent STDs, guys. So always use a condom. And then it doesn't carry the risk of side effects related to birth. That's what I liked about it. So I did do my research before getting the loop, so I knew what I was getting myself into. And then cool, because the reason why I chose, one of the questions from my Instagram followers, they asked me specifically why did I choose the loop, because like there are other contraceptive methods. English. So it doesn't carry the risk of side effects related to birth, because some other birth controls have estrogen, so I just didn't want one that had that. Cool. And then the side effects of getting a loop, it is headache, acne, breast tenderness, irregular bleeding, mood swings, and cramps. So I only had the cramps. I had the irregular bleeding. Yes, no, I didn't have irregular bleeding because my periods were irregular, and then after the loop they were regular. So on the side effects, I just had the cramps, and yeah, breast tenderness obviously when I'm on my period, but the rest I just didn't have. Okay, so let's get into the Instagram questions that you guys asked me. Okay, so question number one: was it painful to insert it? No, it wasn't painful. I didn't feel pain, but I don't know, because I have a high pain tolerance. So I don't know how other people might feel about it, but I just feel like if you relax, it wouldn't be as painful as it sounds. And then why did I specifically choose a loop? I did say I didn't want any contraceptive that had estrogen. Also, I know how inconsistent I am, so I wouldn't be able to take a pill every single day at a certain time, or go every month to get an injection, or every 3 months. I just know I would have stopped along the way. And then question number three: does it affect your cycle? Yes, it does affect your cycle. Like, I would go on different dates on my period, but what I didn't like about it, I'd go on 15-day periods. So that for me was just a no. Okay, and then the next question is, did it work for me? I think it did work for me, because I haven't popped any baby. And then how much was it? My medical aid covered the entire procedure, so I don't know how much it was. And then did it affect my weight? No, it didn't affect my weight. If anything, university as a whole just affected my weight, not the contraceptive. I think that's one of the reasons why I got the loop done, because it doesn't affect your weight. And then did it affect my hormones? I think it did. Not I think, yes, it did. It really did affect my hormones, because I was never an emotional person. And then after, like, guys, I was such an emotional person. I'd cry myself to sleep most of the days. But yeah, that's a story for another day. And then the next question is, how long did it take you to get used to it inside? It is just like inserting a tampon on. Like, you don't know, like, you know you have something inside, but you can't feel it. So it's not a matter of getting used to it, feeling it, but it's a matter of you mentally getting used to it. And then did I get skin problems? No, I did not, but it is one of the side effects of getting a loop done. But for me, no, it didn't affect my skin. If anything, my skin got better. And then which one is better regarding the effects? Okay, so she's asking me if the copper or the plastic one is better. I wouldn't know about the copper because I didn't opt for it, so I would personally just know about the one that I had on, which is the 5-year one. Because if you get the copper one done, it can last up to 12 years. So that was just too much for me. And then on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being painful, how would you rate the IUD? It wasn't painful, guys, so I would rate it a good 1. And then side effects I personally experienced. Yes, mood swings. I got so emotional. I had regular periods, but they would last up to 15 days. The discharge, guys, the discharge is bad. It is bad, especially on the first few weeks that you have it on. It is bad. The smell is bad. It is just uncomfortable. So one thing about it, guys, I don't recommend it on the first few days. And then did you experience any side effects? Yes, I did. And then what's the worst part of having it? The discharge, the 15-day period. Guys, yo, I can't emphasize this enough. It was terrible. It was terrible. So, and then the next question is, did I experience any psychological effects? Yes, I did, because I wasn't interested in sexual intercourse, like, at all. I think that is one effect that I had experienced. And then will I feel discomfort during sex? I think you will the first few times, but your partner will not know that you have it on. And then you get used to it, guys. Like, you get used to it, but it's not a matter of, like, when I say you get used to it, you won't feel it, guys. It is just like having a tampon on. Like I said, you and your partner will not know that there is a device in your uterus. And then I went to go remove my IUD after 2 years of having it on, because I was on my period, guys, literally for 3 weeks. So I went to my gynae, and then I told him that, you know what, I am bleeding cats and dogs, and it's been happening for 3 weeks. And then I opted for a removal, and then he asked me about other contraceptive methods that I would like to take, and I am just like, no thank you. I do not want to be on the pill. I do not want to inject myself, so I'd rather just not be on any contraceptive method, because had I still had it on, it meant that I would be infertile during the course of the the years, because like bleeding each and every day would cause infections, you know. So it did cause an infection because right now I am on antibiotics, so I'm just treating that. And yeah guys, that is my whole experience with the IUD. One thing I would recommend if you do get your IUD done and it has worked for me, so usually when I would get like a funny smell, you know, like a smell that I knew that this is not normal for a vagina to smell like this, I would take a tampon, dip it in plain yogurt and then insert it in, and then after like 4 hours I would then take it out, and then guys, it will leave your vagina smelling fresh and clean. And yeah guys, so yeah, that is what I would do. I would drink a lot of cranberry juice, a lot of water, and then sometimes in a bathtub, apple cider vinegar, and then just soak yourself in it, and then I promise you it will be fresh down there. So yeah, those are the tips that I would have. And then most of the time when I had infections, I would have antibiotics, but those ones were always prescribed. So if you feel like it is bigger than apple cider, it is bigger than plain yogurt, then just see a doctor. And then sometimes I know the internet does recommend that you use tree oil. I've never used it, but I know that some people do use it. But personally for me, apple cider vinegar bath, plain yogurt in a tampon, or I would apply it on my panty liner. That method works wonders as well. And we have reached the end of our video guys. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about the IUD contraceptive, and if you feel like I haven't covered enough, please do leave a comment and I will reply. And yeah, if you have a story to tell, please let me know. I would love to hear your stories. So yeah guys, I'll see you guys on my next video.